What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Shane Rowe. Now, before we get into it, guys, I have to ask a question. Who here remembers a transfer window with this much activity and this much positive activity, I might add? Listen, it's been the first time in a long time where I feel somewhat proud of my club and the stuff they're doing in the transfer market, and we don't look like complete idiots. You have Bayern Munich that's been chasing Harry for the past couple of months, and still Levy ain't selling to him. Arsenal is over there paying 100 million for Mr. Fried Rice. So I am well comfortable with what we have been doing. We ruthlessly, but had to get rid of David De Gea. It was time to go. We brought in Onana, and everyone, I think, can agree that was a definite upgrade, and a upgrade we needed in that position. Especially now you see Onana and you're like, yes, we definitely needed to do something in that area. Mason Mount, we're going to look back on this transfer at the end of the season, and especially if he's going to be linking up with Bruno and Rashford and Rasmus like you think he will, 60 million is going to look like a steal. And then on top of it, we got Rasmus Højlund, which for me is like a young Rooney with some speed. Now, I'm not going to say he's like Rooney, because Rooney was banging in some ridiculous goals at 18. So I'm not going to compare him like that, but he reminds me of a strong number 9 with some speed, and I like him. And I really think that we did some good business there. On top of that, with the players going out, you're looking at Fred leaving. There's different talks with him going to Fulham and other different clubs in for him. Donny, good luck to Donny. Again, bittersweet, but it's time for him to go and reignite his own career somewhere else. And recently, in the past, let's say 24 hours or 36 hours, we've gotten the quasi here we go from Fabrizio in relation to Harry going to West Ham. Let me start by saying this. I don't believe that Harry is a bad player. I just think that Harry doesn't suit the system that Ten Hag is going to play. You don't become a centre-back for the national team going to the World Cup and going to the semifinals being a bad player, right? You don't believe he was with Leicester and they're winning when they won the title. So he's not a bad player. He just doesn't fit a particular system. And I get where he's coming from. When you're coming off the wages that you're getting at Manchester United and leaving Manchester United and going anywhere except like to Barcelona, Real Madrid, some top tier other club, let's face it, it's a step down, right? So, but when you have the captaincy on offer at West Ham, European football on offer at West Ham, and first team football on offer with the manager that I'm sure would cater to Harry as much as he possibly can. It sells itself, and he should take the opportunity to do it and go reignite his career somewhere else, you know? But with that said, who are we looking at to now get him in? I told you my pick, but from what I understand, the manager is looking at Benjamin Pavard, Jean-Claire Todibo, and Edmund Tasoba, with Benjamin Pavard as, I believe, the preferred option. We have to look into it. So Benjamin is 26, Jean-Claire is 23, and Edmund is 25. So they're roughly around the same age. When you look into their stats, I'm going to be honest with you. Looking up their stats, I couldn't find too much of a difference when you come to them being different centre-backs. You look at Benjamin, he's 6'1", Jean-Claire and Edmund are 6'2". Edmund wins with the aerial duel. He comes in at 73%. Tackles 1, Benjamin takes that at 67%. And interceptions, I guess, is a good stat, is a 2.2 for Edmund. and progressive passing per 90 minutes, Jean-Claire takes that one at 1.9. They're relatively the same value at 35 million, 25 million, and 35 and 30 million respectively. And they all have good temperament when it comes to yellow cards and red cards. Again, there's not much difference between these three players. So moving on, you're like, okay, then what might you get on the offensive side of things? How they look going forward? And again, looking at their stats, you don't see much difference in these three players. Benjamin has a better total passing per 90 minutes, so he's active, but literally by a point of a point. Long passing, okay, he's got 4.7 versus Jean-Claire's 3.9, so he might help Bruno with whipping some long balls left and right. But all in all, when you look at their total stats, give or take a percentage, these players are the same players defensively and offensively from a centre-back point of view. But that's where things get a little bit spicy, because now when you go and you say, well, what other positions can they play? What other things can they do? And this is where you start to see the difference. And my own theory comes in, and I'm going to let you in on that in a little bit. Benjamin plays right back, centre back, and left back. Jean-Claire plays centre back and right back, and Edmund is only known for a centre back role. Now, going back to Benjamin, as far as the left back role goes, we know that Ten Hag likes Luke Shaw, and we have other left back. I can't remember his name now. I'm a bit lost for words. But we have two right backs that in my brain, Ten Hag thinks equals the one right back, right? And Wan-Bissaka is very good defensively, and Delat just provides a little bit more going forward offensively. So I said to myself, well, let's compare him to our own right backs. And ladies and gentlemen, this is where you see the plan that Ten Hag has for us. When you look at Benjamin Pavard as a right back versus a centre back, there's almost no competition when it comes to comparing him with Wan-Bissaka and Delat. Aerial duels, he beats them out. Tackles won, he beats them out. Interceptions per 90 minutes, he beats them out. Clearances per 90 minutes, he beats them out. And progressive passes per 90 minutes, he beats them out. And what is the cherry on top of this Pavard cake? He's got 7 goals and 2 assists versus Wan-Bissaka's 0-0 and Delat's 2-1. I think this is from the season 21 or 22 season. So defensively, he's much better than they are. And offensively, he provides a bit of an attack, or a lot of an attack, to be quite honest. So here's my theory. We have Johnny Evans that can cover and be somewhat of a makeshift stopgap if we do actually need him to be. But I believe that Ten Hag wants more from his right back position. And if he can get Pavard to come in from the right back position on most of the games, and then have Wan-Bissaka and Delat fight over that second position, which in my eyes, Delat would probably lose out and end up being the one not getting much game time. And if need be, we don't use Johnny Evans and we use Pavard in the central midfield role and then use Wan-Bissaka on the right side. That's my theory. When you look at the stats, it just makes sense that he's not only just looking for a centre back, he's looking for a right-sided, right-footed right back. It's right there in black and white. Guys, some of this footage that you're seeing now, these are all him playing from a right back position. These are not centre back positions, right? So if you ask me, that's Ten Hag's master plan. He's going to probably go for Pavard, 35 million, 26 years old. He gives a lot more than our right backs going forward. and he's just as good as the best and the top centre backs currently. He wants to leave Bayern Munich. I mean, it almost says itself, people. We have to go and get him. My choice was David Carmo, but now when I did a bit more of the research and compared him to Benjamin Pavard, the choice is clear. We need to go and get him and make him a part of the squad. But you guys let me know what you think. I mean, am I onto something here? Am I completely off the mark? But you tell me. We have Johnny Evans. I'm just waiting for the extension of a 1-year contract. And if we get Pavard, you're looking at somebody who can cover the centre-back position if Varane or Martinez ever gets a bit injured. You can also jump in at left back just in case Luke Shaw might get injured. And he definitely probably will end up being our right back. Mark my words, write it down, take a picture. But I think Ten Hag is looking at Pavard as a right back who can also cover with the centre back position, because he clearly believes that we still need some more substance in that area. But guys, let me know what you think. Please like the video, comment, and subscribe. If you've been here this long rocking with your boy, as always, I appreciate you. Thank you. God bless you. And GGMU.